Yes, my people, una good afternoon, una good evening, una good afternoon, una good evening. So today we are going to be talking about two topics. Okay, two topics. The first topic is called stochasticity. Okay, stochasticity. Okay, that is the first topic. And the second topic is that we are going to be talking about super AI. Okay, not be the AI I won't get to. According to the Turkish finance minister, he said in the next 5 years we are going to have what they call super AI. So that means it's more sophisticated than the AI we have now. Now, so before we talk about these two topics, let me make a quote from a guy called Kajon. Okay, Kajon is one of the leading psychiatrists. Okay, is the top when you say anything that has to do with the mind. That is Kajon for you. So let me quote him. He said, "Until you make the unconscious conscious, it will direct your life, and you will call it fate." Okay, let me repeat what Kajon said. He said, until you make the unconscious conscious, it will direct your life, and you will call it fate. Every time you get into trouble, every time you get into fight, every time you get into argument, okay, every time same thing keep happening to you, that is your subconscious mind directing you. Okay, so if you are not aware of the activity of your subconscious mind, it will be controlling your life. You won't even know what is happening. Today, they go stab you here. Tomorrow, they go insult you here. Next tomorrow, you go fight for Facebook. That's your subconscious mind. Okay, 95% of our behavior is controlled by the subconscious mind. What Bob Proto we call the programmer. The programmer. That is the subconscious mind. It controls 95% of our behavior, consciously or unconsciously. Now, how do you store programs or recorder into your subconscious mind? It's like a video, it records everything. How do you stop it? How do you stock it with programs? I'll give you an example. According to TD Jakes, we are all born with a clean sheet. You see this thing? Clean sheet. Nothing the right put. We are all born with a clean sheet. So, from 0 to 7, from a baby born from 0 to 7, his subconscious mind is open. Okay, the subconscious mind is open. It's recording everything, all the activities of the parents, all the activities of his environment. You understand? That's what is from 0 to 7, the subconscious mind is just keep recording. So by the time you hit the age of 7, the subconscious mind will close. So it will now automatically start controlling you. You understand? Control. That's why you see some people say, this boy they act like a father, or this girl they act like a mama. Okay, that is the subconscious mind working, control 95% of our behavior. So according to different statistics out there, 70% of our habits, of what we are stored in the subconscious mind, is garbage, is rubbish. For example, my mother like wearing designers clothes. My mother like eating in McDonald's. Automatically, I will go and do it because I see my mother doing it. Or my mother love fighting. Or my mother love drama. I will go and do it. So that's why people say 70%, regardless of whether you are white, black, green, yellow, Indian, 70% of our subconscious mind, what we recorded in our subconscious mind, is garbage. Okay? So how do we clean our subconscious mind? How do we reprogram it? Okay? Through repetition, through good habits. So the only way to reprogram our mind from the garbage we store on it when we are growing up, or what we experience every day is through repetition of good habits. So how do you get good habits? For example, reading good books. That's why I'm always here promoting reading. You know what I mean? That's why I'm always here promoting reading. So if you read, when you read good books, you then automatically you now store good information in your programmer, okay, in your mind. So whatever is in your subconscious mind when you were born, everything we clean out, new information will now be in your subconscious mind. That is what will now be directing you. That is what will now be controlling your life. So financial bad habits, sleeping, all those things will clear off. Now you now have a new, in the Christendom, they call it born again. You understand? You now have a new information. Okay, it's like your mind, your subconscious mind have been reprogrammed. Okay, to have a good and efficient subconscious mind, you need to read. That's where this word comes, stochasticity. Stochasticity is what we call, in our mind, is what we call God bonds or no God. You go to have problems, you go to have difficulties. You're just surprised, say, you go there to sleep like this, solution will just come. That is stochasticity. Information come randomly. That's how it works inside your mind, randomly. Those information, some information can come in that can revolutionize your life. But if you don't have useful information in your subconscious mind, then you won't get this good information. If you don't have you are not reading good books, then you won't get this sophisticated information. So before we even come to AI, one of the reasons I supported Aswe Ighodalo is because he's a reader. The first time he was interviewed, what is your hobby? The first thing he said, I'm a reader. Immediately, Aswe Ighodalo said that word, I automatically start supporting Aswe Ighodalo. A reader, he will clean up those bad habits in your mind and reprogram it with good habits. Okay, I think it's a U.S. Secretary of State that said that all readers are not leaders. All readers are not leaders, but all leaders are readers. All leaders are readers. So, as far as I'm concerned, I'm not here to chastise Okpebholo. I'm not here to attack Okpebholo, but we must say the truth to power. Okpebholo don't read. He doesn't read. He doesn't understand books. He doesn't understand. So this stochasticity, Okpebholo cannot use it efficiently. It's only someone that reads that can use it efficiently. You know what I mean? So let's talk about AI. So people are saying AI is coming to wipe out everything. AI is coming to collect your job. But even the super AI cannot take your job if you have efficient storage of good information. Okay, before this morning, before I left home, I've already read an article for 1 or 2 hours. You understand? So once you have good information and your city is working very well, there's a lot of things you can bypass. Okay, there are nuances. There are nuances that can come. There are dynamics. There are ideas that can come into your mind that is revolutionary, that nobody is aware of it. Let me quote Albert Einstein so that you can get the picture of what I'm talking about. Albert Einstein said, imagination is more important than knowledge. For knowledge is limited to all we now know and understand. While imagination embraces the entire world and all there ever will be known and understand. Let me repeat that. Albert Einstein said, imagination is more important than knowledge. Listen to that. Imagination is more important than knowledge. So the AI you are seeing now is already programmed with no knowledge. But what city will do to your mind, because AI cannot do that thing called stochasticity. AI cannot do it. It's only human mind that can do that. Okay? Imagination is more important than knowledge, for knowledge is limited to all we now know and understand. Knowledge is limited to all we now know and understand. Why imagination embraces the entire world and all there ever will be to know and understand. Jim Rohn said something about imagination. He said the fastest thing they said in the world is sound. The fastest thing is sound. But he argued that, in fact, imagination is actually faster than sound. Let me explain. In less than 10 seconds, you can be able to travel to your future. You can be able to plan your future in your mind, what they call vision board. Okay? In less than 10 seconds, you can be able to travel back to your past. Learn where you make mistake. Learn where you can edit your mistake. So you see how powerful imagination is. It can go up, it can go back. Okay, all this thing I'm talking about is called stochasticity. It's a goosebumps. It's a no-God that your brain is giving you ideas, to be able to overcome what AI is doing. I heard in America, AI have collected all robots. Robots have collected all their job. But AI cannot affect you. Super AI cannot affect you if your mind, if your brain is working efficiently. But Proto said one thing. He said our brain, our mind is 1 million times. Listen to that. Our mind is 1 million times more intelligent, more smart than the technology that was used to send man to the moon. Is that not scary? Our mind, our brain, right, is 1 million times smarter, intelligent than the technology that was used to send man to the moon. When Carl Jones was interviewed, when did Carl Jones know himself? When did Carl Jones become aware of the unconscious mind? Carl Jones said it's when he was 12 years old. When he was 12 years old, walking to the school, he just hit him that no, you are an individual. You are related to the universe. The universe is related to you. He said prior to when he was 12 years old, he was living in what they call mist. Those dew. Okay, that's what they call group mentality, mob mentality. Everybody think the same, everybody live the same. But that spark just coming to him that no, you are individual, you are unique, you are different. Okay, this body is an avatar. Okay, you have connection to the universe. The universe has connection to you. So that is where those ideas are coming from. You understand? You can get it through meditation. Okay? Robert Kiyosaki said, if prayer is talking to God, if prayer is communicating with God, intuition is God communicating with you. If prayer is communicating with God, intuition is when God is communicating with you. But my argument with our mind, our intelligence, our imagination, or what we can do with our mind is that if you don't have good and useful information in your mind, you are going to struggle. You are going to struggle. You see, this is where Okpebholo come in, because if he doesn't read good books, he cannot be able to come up with innovative ideas to really make a serious impact in Edo people. I mean, he's a leader of over 5 million people now in Edo State. And if he's not a reader, that's where the struggle is. That's why I supported Ighodalo with my full heart, just because he read good information. Okay, good information in your mind make your mind to work more efficiently. You understand? When you put oil for there's something stone, if you crack stone together, it's going to make many noise. But if you put oil will come make the thing they move smoothly. You understand? I be waiting books they do to your mind with diverse information, with diverse expert information, with diverse theories on different topics. Now you are now stuck that in your subconscious mind. Your subconscious mind, nobody know the amount of information your subconscious mind can take. It can take billions of articles, billions of information can be stored in your subconscious mind. So when you are having issues, when you are either individually as a governor or as a president, you can be able to tap into your subconscious mind, into your reservoir with good information to solve that your problem. That is what is called innovation. That's what is called creativity. Okay? Ego, did just say ego does not read weather forecast. Okay, ego does not read weather forecast because ego is not afraid of the storm. Ego is not afraid of the storm. If the storm is coming, the ego maneuver it. The same thing if your mind is working efficiently. Stock market does not affect you. It's just like recently I've been talking about grass cutter. Grass cutter does not understand stock market. It doesn't understand whether there's job or there's no job. Just feed grass cutter, it will produce for you. Okay? So I remember when Dr. Miles, when they were saying 80 was the poorest country in the world. 80 is poor, is this, is that. And Dr. Miles said something. He said if you take a seed and plant it in a 80, food will grow. Food will grow. The soil does not understand stock market. It does not understand. Let me give you an example. One of the reasons I left accounting because my job is becoming eliminated. Most of this thing is done automatically. Now, most of the job we were doing in 1990s as an accountant is being done automatically. AI have taken over. In fact, in the next 5 years, there will be no accounting job because super AI will be doing all the job, doing all the calculation, doing all the maths. But if your mind is working efficiently, if your mind has all the tools, if you have stocked all the useful information in your mind from constantly reading good articles, okay, from constantly reading good books, you become creative, you become innovative. You see, this is some of the reasons why some people like Trump. Trump today is he can change himself. He can move from being a real estate mugu to a media mugu. From a media mugu, you understand? He can reinvent himself. That is what your mind can do for you. Your mind encourages you to reinvent yourself. Today, Trump is a politician, is the president of America. That's what your mind can do. In fact, there's nothing out there your mind cannot do if you focus on it. So I just say I should add that to today. So what I'm saying is that Okpebholo has some limitation in terms of reading books. I advised him the other day when he makes mistake reading out figures to start reading. He's leading about 5 million people. You need useful information. You need to be able to pick up the business day, understand what is going on in the economy, understand how to do one or two things, which people like Igodalo is built on. Okay, problem-solving skills. He has it because he reads a lot. Okay, he has it. That's why he's the chairman of different company. Okay, because he's able to come up with problem-solving skills. And those problem-solving skills does not fall in your head. You need to be able to you need to be used to good information. You need to be able to be used to different things that will make your mind to work efficiently. Okay? So that is it, folks. So I'll tell you, AI, if your job is going to be taken from you by AI, you should not be afraid because your mind has serious capability. But to be able to tap into that serious capability of your mind, you need to read. You need to, if there's other quick solution I can tell you to solve this problem, I will tell you, but there's no other solution. Read good books. It's called self-help books. And if you are someone that is into business, into economics, then maybe once in a week, pick up this book, this Nigerian newspaper called Business Day. Okay, Business Day. They are useful articles that can help you in terms of business. Okay, the other day, they were saying in Banana Island, they are having some issue with the developers. Some of the people, they were not able, I was watching them online. Some of the people, they were not able, all the social media influencer, whatever, they were not able to understand what was going on in Banana Island. Until one of them was quoting Business Day. So the information he was using on his social media, he was quoting Business Day, an article from Business Day. So in other words, useful information you need to read to get first-hand information, facts. Okay, not hearsay, not assumption. Okay, so that is it for stochasticity and AI. You have no problem if you read. Okay, you have no problem if you read good books. Okay, my name is Victor Vince. I'm a life coach, a business coach, a financial literacy teacher. I'm also an executive life coach, what you call a leadership coach. Thanks for watching, and do have a productive day.